Like, it's one of those things, if you're perhaps, fishing or out on, what is it, the East 55th Marina, the thing is you've got to make sure that you are watching those clouds and, of course, our weather app very carefully, because you really don't want any rain on your fishing, but that may happen this evening. Spotty showers, maybe a rumble of thunder out there this evening, more isolated showers in the forecast after lunchtime on Sunday. And yes, 90s are returned by next week. We'll break that down in just a second. Let's get in to this radar and show you where it's raining right now. We're seeing some soaking rainfall just south of Ashtabula. If you were joining us this evening from, say, Denmark, right along 193, heading out to dinner towards Pier Point, that right now is where we're tracking some moderate showers. No lightning contained there. No lightning here in Trumbull County as well. But again, if you're fishing along the lake towards Cortland, you'll run into some heavier rain showers in your neck of the woods. Hudson, right along the turnpike towards, say, Shalersville, also seeing that rain. That'll move into Shalersville around 6:30 this evening, around the Manaway Center just before 6:30 this evening as well. And notice this, there's a strip of rainfall right here. We're going to talk more about that from Strongsville through Oberlin back toward Wakeman in a second. But this is what may impact downtown Cleveland. And if you're joining us from, say, Westlake, Bay Village, Rocky River, Lakewood, and eventually downtown Cleveland. So this is just some really light rain. It's right now falling apart, but it is moving toward the east at about 25 miles per hour. That would bring it into downtown, also impacting the Tribe game between, say, 6 and 7 o'clock this evening. So something that we'll watch out for. Fingers crossed, though, that it falls apart beforehand. That's what we're hoping for. And we're thinking that the heavier rain further down toward the south, Carlisle, where we're seeing rainfall rates of about, say, 1.5 to 2 inches an hour, meaning that it's coming down heavy in spots. We're thinking that that'll stay south of Cleveland, but again, we'll watch it very carefully for you. All of this, by the way, is in response to an area of low pressure that we're actually detecting for you, looking at our wind analysis. And you'll notice that toward Metro Detroit, Michigan, this is actually what's called Lake Sinclair. It's on the borderline of Metro Detroit and, of course, Canada there. And notice the swirl around that. That counterclockwise swirl is an area of low pressure, and it's that area of low pressure which is responsible for some of the scattered showers and the thunderstorms that we've seen not only this morning but through the afternoon. That area of low pressure is going to head toward the east, immediately followed by another area of low pressure with a cold front that's attached to it. That cold front is going to be weakening significantly. So on Sunday, we'll look for diminishing rain chances. Here's what it looks like. First thing during the overnight hours, with the loss of daytime heating, we lose the showers. First thing tomorrow morning, we're dry. That cold front, though, will begin to move on in and trigger some showers around lunchtime tomorrow, mainly east of 77. And then by tomorrow evening, we'll also track that chance for a couple of spotty showers. Your Universal Windows Direct full 7-day, couple of scattered showers and thunderstorms again in the forecast tomorrow as well. So keep the rain gear close. Monday looks great. Tuesday, more rain. We'll hang on to the rain on Wednesday. And notice what happens, guys, by the end of the work week, literally charging towards the low to mid 90s with lots of humidity.
Okay. Go find some water to jump in, right?